receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket.
Matching hundreds. It's a coach. And this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see teams with a couple of running backs who each went over 100 yards a weekend ago, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Tennessee Titans. Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that told me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
On 1st and 10, Franks looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brooks. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 7 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
On 1st down, Franks. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. The headshots here are the offensive unit, and what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Looking to throw. Franks sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down now, it's Brooks, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4 quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
First down, Titans gain of 12. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Wide, get wide. Check 3, check 4, out. Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Offensive starters, here they are. David DeCastro, what do you think about him, Charles?
Brandon could not have been better trained at Stanford. So well schooled in the run game and the pass game, and especially in pro principles. David DeCastro could be an all-pro in the years to come.
Defense, let's go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing to start the drive. Franks. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach or offensive coordinator actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. First down, here's the run with Cook. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 20 carries, 115 yards.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Kill. Check 24.
Hard. Ready?
They'll run with Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Rosas now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Franks. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with him. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks. Great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Trucks through it.
Oh, man, right through it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
To throw on 3rd down. Franks finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. A good job in the passing game. Decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt.
Stephon Diggs, past the 20, touchdown Titans. Stephon Diggs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Great corner out there, not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field, and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Roses to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
3 down, 3 down.
Operating from the gun, Franks. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
18 Gator.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Shit.
Go on. Get it.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, it's Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Kill.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready, set.
Man left.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. It's a party now.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Let's go now. 30 base.
Check 55 for Mike. Watch the run.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Andy Isabella in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 15 now. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it ends with a Tennessee score. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as we say goodbye to September and take a look around the NFL here on this first day of October. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. And it's the Browns who are out on top. The Browns locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we'll head to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Auden Tate, a touchdown reception. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. Kyler Murray throwing the football well. He has 3 touchdown passes.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 Matchup, we won't put up a fight. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Starting the third quarter with Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
58's Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Ready?
Back to throw now on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now again, right side. McCormick. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, 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 check. Check 4, check.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
Check, 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 check. Kill. Watch the safety creep.
Hey, lock it. Snap.
They'll run on first down. It's McCormick. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
58's Mike. Watch twist.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Hey, zoom.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, check Mike. Watch 55. Here we go.
Back to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Marcus May with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Franks. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Franks. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. From the gun, Franks. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cook. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They run again on first down. Cook. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 41-yard line.
Leo. Get it.
They run it again with Cook. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Franks. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Clock management. Definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
On 1st down, Brooks looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Franks. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Check hot route. Look. Squeeze. 5.
Again, it's Cook. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
On the ready.
58 to Mike. 65.
Hey, high 7.
58 to Mike.
Hit it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Diggs has it. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Topper!
Check. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check.
Now a run with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Wide. Get wide. Check 3.
Rock it. Deep river.
Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Rush in.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Tennessee, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop down to 1-3. And fortunately,